Hello everyone, see you again with us quotes plus 62. Today's content we will explore the history of war helmets. A combat helmet or war helmet or military helmet is a type of personal armor specifically designed to protect the head in attack or combat. Helmets are one of the oldest forms of personal protective equipment and are known to have been worn by the Akkadians and Sumerians in the 23rd century BC. Mycenaean Greeks since the 17th century BC, Assyrians circa 900 BC, ancient Greeks and ancient Romans. Until the Middle Ages, and until the end of the 17th century by many warriors. The materials and construction are getting more advanced as the weaponry gets stronger. In the beginning, combat helmets were made of leather and brass, and later of bronze and iron in the Bronze Age and Iron Age. War helmets began to be forged from steel in many societies around AD 950. At that time, combat helmets were used only as military equipment, protecting the head from slashes and stabs by swords, arrows, and rifle attacks. Military use of helmets began to decline after the 1670s, and rifle firearms ended their use by foot soldiers after the 1700s. In the 18th century, cavalry units wore gaunt bodies of steel, and often wore metal skulls under their hats, the so-called secret. Prussian spike-skin helmet, providing almost no protection from the increased use of artillery in World War I. And in 1916 it was replaced by the German steel helmet, or Stahlhelm, and after that it was worn only for the sake of tradition. The Napoleonic Wars marked the reintroduced use of ornate cavalry helmets for cuirassiers and dragoons in some armies. This helmet continued to be used by French troops in World War I until 1915, until it was replaced by the new French Adrian helmet. The French Adrian helmet was the first modern steel helmet and was soon followed by the use of similar steel helmets by other nations. World War I and the increasing use of artillery have renewed the need for steel helmets, which was quickly introduced by many warring nations for use by its foot soldiers. In the 20th century, this kind of helmet offered protection for the head from shrapnel. The military today often uses high-quality helmets made from ballistic materials such as Kevlar and aramid, which offer better protection. Some helmets also have non-ballistic protective qualities, although many others don't. Non-ballistic injuries can be caused by many things, for example concussive shock waves from explosions, physical attacks, motor vehicle accidents, or falls.